Hello, my name is Olakot Padungwatanarot from PSE Forcebeat Company Limited. Today I'm going to present in the topic of fast, efficient, and reliable problem solution through a new class of systematic and integrated computer aid tools. Let's start with the introduction. Currently, our society is facing with the grand challenge of energy, water, environment, and food. Use of new method and associated computer aid tools are required to synthesis and design of new, innovative, and significantly more sustainable processes. The implementation of hybrid methods that employ multiple models, data sources, and solution algorithms are needed. For example, validation and testing of novel hybrid energy-efficient separation techniques are required. The integration of data, model, simulations, analysis at various levels of complexity and integration of operational tasks. With these reasons, any computer aid software tools needs a number of options, such as an option for synthesis of processing routes as well as chemical products, an option for design and analysis of chemical processes and products so that target for sustainable improvement can identify, and option for innovation so that novel and more sustainable alternative can be generated and verified. Then, the objective of this paper is to highlight two integrated software tools that allow the needs to be met through flexible and integrated software architectures. Two specific software tools, ProCFD and ProCAPD, for sustainable process design and chemical product design respectively are presented in their extended versions. The extensions are mainly with respect to how different link components are integrated to originals, thereby enabling them to solve a wider range of the problem. The additional software components are PSE Forcebeat database with the data more than 75,000 chemicals, HI Ops toolbox for simultaneous integrations and process optimization, ProRefD for the refrigerant design and verifications, ChemSub for substitution of hazardous and less efficient chemical, to name a few. Next, for the methodology and associated tools. ProCFD Sustainable Process Design. The workflow for sustainable process design implemented in ProCFD consists of 12 steps with 3 stages methodologies. Figure 1a highlights the 12 steps of workflow. Figure 1b highlights the tools needs for the different steps of the workflow, starting with the center where the ProCFD tool is located. The next level of the shaded blue show the component functions, and the next outer level shaded in light green show the actual link component available for the step of the workflow. Also, different tools components available different stages are highlighted. For example, SuperO for process synthesis state, Econ LCSoft for design analysis state, and HIOP for process innovation state. ProCAPD Chemical Product Design. ProCAPD is a collection of linked components that are for the various states of the workflow for design and or analysis different types of chemical products. Figure 2A shows the workflow step of design methodologies, while Figure 2B shows the architectures of ProCAPD. Next part is case study. Starting with sustainable process design. The production of cumene, an important intermediate substance for phenol and acetone production, is considered to highlight selected workflow step of 3 stages methodology for sustainable process design. All step and 2 of ProCFD shown in Figure 1 are used. Propylene reacts with benzene to produce cumene. Propylene also reacts with the cumene to produce p-diisopropylbenzene as the byproduct. Unconverted benzene is reacted with p-diisopropylbenzene in a second reactor to produce additional cumene. The synthesis toolbox generates a total 8,160 processing routes considering 2 reaction steps and all available process group options. Removing some of membrane-based separation can obtain 2,622 processing routes. Selecting only a vapor liquid distillation fat processing group can obtain 20 processing routes, and one of them is selected as the base case. Then process simulation via Aviva Pro tool, which is integrated with ProCFD, was generated and as presented in Figure 4a. And also the synthesis of Econ, LCSoft, Safety are also shown in the Figure 4b to compare the base case. The results showing that the profit is increased by 13.57% and the carbon footprint is reduced 78.65% for the reboiler in this tool, and the ecological footprint is calculated to be 1.219. Next, the case study of chemical product design and substitution issues. Two chemical substitution problems related to the chemical product design are highlighted. The first problem involved the replacement of refrigerants used in two-cycle refrigeration process with alternatives that are more efficient and check for the safety issues through the hazard database. The refrigerants to be replaced are propylene and ethylene. ProFD is used to find and verify the alternative refrigerants. One of the best alternatives for cycle 1 and 2 are listed in Table 1, together with refrigeration process performance results from ProFD. In this example, ProCAPE, ProFD, and ChemSub have been used in ProCAPD. The second example involves the improvement of formulated liquid product, which is insect repellent, by substitutions its active ingredient, which is DEET, by the picaridine. The analysis showed that picaridine has a better function properties against mosquitoes, while our DEET is more effective against other insects. Table 2 gives the list of their non-hazardous properties. In this example, product template, ProCAPE, and ChemSub have been used in ProCAPD. For the conclusions, a flexible software architectures that capable to meet the needs of sustainable process design and chemical product design and analysis has been presented. The architectures allow the linking of specific computer-aided method and associated software tool as linked component for the specific integrated software tools. Two integrated software tools, one configured for the sustainable process design and another for the chemical product design and analysis have been presented. Through case study, some of the features of integrated software tool have been highlighted. The architectures of integrated software tool allows linked components to be added and removed according to the specific problem requirement. In this way, the challenging specifications of the method and associated computer-aided tool need to efficiently and reliably solve problem tracking the challenge of energy, water, environment, food, and health can be matched. Current and future work is developing more case study and testing the plug-and-play issues and link the component within the problem-specific software architectures to identify the design more sustainable product and process alternative. Flexible component tools-based architecture of software tool could be the answer for the needs of computer-aided tools that are required to tackle the challenge of the challenging Earth. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please contact us.